What's up, folks? What's up, warriors? How you guys doing? We are back with another one. So before we get into the show, make sure you are following us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those social media outlets, those platforms. Make sure you're following us. We'll definitely show you the contact information on all of that. But today we have a very good topic at hand. Um, Sparked up. Actually, I had it planned, but I felt like it was time to really dive into my past and use that as an example, and hopefully it helps someone else that may be dealing with the issue. So, with that being said, folks, let's jump into the show. Welcome back to the Warriors Vision podcast. I am your host, Brian Sells, aka Given by the People, the Warrior. The Warrior. Um, I think it's good to have you know, an alias when you're doing this type of thing. It uh, just adds a little something to the show. You know, having an alias given by the people. I never call myself that. I would say, at the end of post, I'd be like Warrior out, whatever. But if the people are recognizing me as that too, I'm gonna take it and bam, use it. But as you see there, as you see the title, episode 8, let them help. Let them help. This one today's episode is definitely a personal episode. I'm gonna dive into my past, and I think I've said it in was it episode not episode but season 3. I told you guys I'm gonna do a little bit more diving into who I am and what makes me tick, and I believe a lot of my episodes from season 3 give you a little insight on who I was or who I am, uh, or how I have become this person, this warrior, um, this mindset. So let's go ahead and dive into it. You know, let them help. What are you saying? Let them help. Well, the VA. There's a lot of veterans out there that haven't signed up or haven't went to the VA to see if they are qualified to get the help from the VA. I don't even know why there's a qualification for it, but it is what it is. But there's people out there that haven't went to the VA and gotten the help that they need. There are people out there that are injured, that are dealing with injuries that are not seen, and they haven't went to the VA and gotten the help. I know the what's being said about the VA and all the other stuff that comes with the VA, but still, there are people at the VA, at the medical center, that are wanting and willing to help those that are in need. It sucks that we have to jump through hoops. It sucks that we have to supply all this other information and get the runaround from folks and wait in lines and wait on, phone calls to be answered. And yes, that all sucks. The whole package, all of that sucks. But it's worth it to get the help. We don't know how long those lines are, or the phone calls. We don't know until we actually dial that phone, until we actually go to the center and find out. So go and get the help. With that being said, me, 2018. 2018. Medically retired me. Um, it was devastating. I didn't want to be retired. I wanted to be out there in the field. I wanted to be I wanted to retire on my terms. I wanted to do what I had, 12 years left. 12 years left and retired at 20. That's what I wanted to do. But, I didn't know what was planned for me. You know, God's will be done. God's plan. We can all only thing we can do is dress up and do what we need to do and let the chips fall where they fall. And so be it. I was injured. Um, the army retired me, and I had to start going to the VA. Right. Um, I showed up to the VA in Indiana. I showed up to the VA, and uh, it was weird. It wasn't weird like um, maybe I shouldn't even use the word weird, but it was I didn't belong. I felt like that was the weird part. I didn't feel like I belonged in that air in that center, that medical center. I didn't believe that I was supposed to be amongst these heroes. And I had this conversation with someone else, with a group of people actually on Twitter, and I didn't feel like I belonged. I saw all of those old warriors as heroes, um, and then some of them, even the from present time, I saw all of them, and I was like, they're dealing with real injuries. They um, they went through something, and I didn't feel like I belonged. I didn't feel like that was I should be there. I felt like I should have just been at a regular hospital dealing with the nurses and whoever else. That's who I felt like I should have been dealing with. I didn't feel like I belonged in the VA. And after sitting there and talking to some of the older gentlemen, the other warriors, and even the present day warriors, it was they welcomed me. They said you served. You know, we all don't have this. We At the end of our service, we don't see it ending like this. Something happened, things happen, and this is where the chips fall, and this is where you're at now. But don't ever feel like you don't belong, because you put on that uniform, and this is where you belong. If you have injuries, if you need the help, this is where you belong. And for a while, that still, I was going there in 2018, ended up moving 2020 actually. 2020, I ended up moving from the state of Indiana. So I didn't really get comfortable till 2019, probably that March or somewhere around there. Um, but it was still just weird. I need to stop using that word weird. I just didn't feel like I belonged. My injuries, you may be asking yourself, why did you get retired? Well, I've never really went into the whole thing, but my shins or the tibulas, for some reason, when they did a bone scan, there was a lot of, I believe it was dark space, or I don't know what it was. I don't know, but the bones were breaking down. So every time I walked, I was getting pains at night that were shooting. To touch my tibula and the shin area, I guess it was brutal. I mean, brutal. If I kneeled and I like was sitting on my knees, and my posterior was sitting on my calf, it felt like the bone was breaking. Um, Even to this day, I can't. I would go on a walk. I can probably walk for about an hour or so. I can push it, but I know it's gonna be super painful. But walking or running is the worst. Um, and they said it was a breakdown of I'm not getting enough vitamin D, or the bones are just deteriorating, and they don't know why. So that on top of my back, and then the mental struggle that I had with when they were trying to stop me from training. Um, I was at my lowest point. I was I was at my lowest point. I felt so weak. I was ashamed of myself. It was it was bad. Um, and I think after all of that, I now today I train so hard because I never want to feel that weak again. Um, I push myself in everything that I do. I max out as much as I can because I don't ever want to feel that weak again. So I go to the VA and I have these conversations with my doc, and and still I still feel like I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not supposed to be here. But I go there because I need the vitamins. Usually they give me a vitamin D pill, or um, I usually have my webinar, well, not webinar, but my a Zoom call with my doctor, and we have our conversations, and you know, I talk things out, and usually sometimes after the conversations that I have with the doctor, I feel a little bit better, and sometimes it's worse, but the help is there. I'm going. I get the help that I need, and that's that. And to hear that other warriors out there feel the same way and they don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes is I understand, but I'm begging you. I'm pleading to you. If you need the help, go out there and get it. If you qualify to be at the VA, go out there and get it. They want to help. I'm not gonna say all of them because we know. I mean, we've all been to medical while we was in the military, and we've all had to come across that person that was like, "Hurry up, sit down, let me take your vitals. Hurry up, get out." We've all came across that person, and that person is at the VA. But for the most part, people want to help, and you shouldn't go through this alone. Whatever it is, whatever you're dealing with, whatever the pain is, whatever the injury is, you shouldn't go through it alone. Go to the VA, get seen, let them take care of you, let them, place a percentage on you, and let them pay you for those injuries that you acquired while being in the military. Let them help. You know, um, this was I was debating for weeks. It's like, should I do, when I'm gonna do it? When I'm gonna do it? I need to do it. I need to go ahead and just have this conversation because I know it's gonna help someone. And yesterday, I was like, okay, today will be the day that I do this conversation, that I have this episode on my podcast, because I know there's others that are dealing with this, and they need to know that they need to get their butts there. They need to know this. They need that extra push. They need to hear other warriors tell them, yes, you've been injured. You need to go. And I hope that this comes across a warrior that's been debating or been debating themselves about this. Should they go to the VA or not? And I hope you hear this, and I hope it, puts all your thoughts and fears to rest, and you go and you make that appointment, you make that call, and you go there. If you know someone that's been struggling with battling the fact that they don't belong, my scars or my injuries are not significant enough, there's no such thing. We went into the military 100%, and we came out less than 100. It's significant. People are going to say whatever they want to say. People are going to do and say and point and look at you however they want to look at you. But you know what you did. You know the time that you put in, and you know you're not right. So go get the help. Don't wait too late, where it's too late for them to do anything. Don't wait too late. My brother got hurt in the Navy while doing some training, and I don't know if he's went to the VA yet, but he at first, well, yes, he didn't go and he doesn't feel like he should be going there because he didn't get to finish out his time. And I told him, yeah, you should definitely be going. And then my uncle, who was a Master Chief in the Navy, he said the same thing. He said, did you sign up? Did you sign your name on that contract? Did you go and serve honorably? Did you get injured? All right, you belong at the VA. If they gave you a DD 214 and it says honorable, go. Go get the help that you need. I know it's hard for a lot of, I'm going to say for men, because pride and ego stands in the way of that, especially when the military, we were trained and brainwashed to, hey, you're going to deal with that. Get up, dust it off, and keep moving. That was the mentality. And I remember sitting in a lot of, I had a lot of angry groups that I had to sit in, and that was everyone said the same thing. We were taught to dust it off and keep it moving. And I believe that's the pride and the ego that once we've gotten out, I can deal with the injury. I can deal with the pain. I can deal with the hidden scars. I will deal. And no, that's not your place anymore. That's not your place anymore. And it stings to even say that, because it's the military did a fantastic job of brainwashing. It stings to even say that, but that's where we are. We have to take care of ourselves now. We can't be warriors and be broken. We got to take care of ourselves. We have people still depending on us, whether we're in a uniform or not. We have to take care of ourselves. And there's people out there, there's facilities out there that want to take care of us or help us take care of ourselves. So go get the help. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I struggled with it. Like I said, I felt super weak. I felt worthless. I definitely felt like I didn't belong. I looked at the older warriors and I was like, they're stronger than me, and I didn't belong there, and it hurt. And you don't have to feel that way, because that they will welcome you with open arms. We call each other brothers and sisters because we are brothers and sisters. We're here to help. So I hope this episode helps someone. If you know a warrior that's out there struggling and then that hasn't been to the VA and definitely should be at the VA or should be inquiring about VA benefits, play this episode for them. Get this in front of them. Put this in their ears so that they can get up and go and get the help that they need. 22 a day is too many. It's too many. I know that it feels like the country has forgotten about us and cast us away by, spending millions and trillions of dollars of helping people who don't even live in this country. Meanwhile, we struggle to find jobs and find purpose. And I feel it. I get it. I understand it. But we're here. I don't know. I'm trying to hold it in. I'm trying to be composed, because I'm just thinking about everything. And this year and the past years have been crazy. And it is a crazy world. This is a crazy country. It's not perfect. I want you to know you matter. The help is out there. Go get the help. There's other warriors out there. There's the VFWs, those posts. Go there and talk to whoever you need to talk to see if there's a way for you to get in, or whatever the case may be. Don't just deal. Don't just deal. Go get the help and start the healing process. Go get the help and start the healing process. So, with that being said, folks, I hope this episode is helpful. and will motivate you to go get the help. Let them help. Let's see where we at. Oh, I hit the wrong button. But let's jump into this contact information. If you're watching on YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel or if you have a YouTube account, I should say, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Warriors Collection Network. Subscribe, like, turn on the notifications, or dislike. Give me some type of feedback. I don't care if it's a thumbs down. It doesn't mean anything to me. I just want the feedback to know that maybe I missed a point, or just know how I'm doing. So give me the feedback. Let me know why you didn't like it. Let me know why you liked it. Engage me on that. I would definitely return the favor. Follow me on Twitter at SeeThroughIt1, Warriors Vision at SeeThroughIt1, Facebook.com/Warriors Collection Network. Like and join the page there. Give it a thumbs up. Instagram at Brian Sales. Follow the brand at Warriors_Collection_. Email me at seethroughitpodcast@gmail.com if you have any questions, or if you have something to say. If you'd like to, send me a little message, you can email me there. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow in many ways, because donations definitely would do a lot. I'll be able to market it. I can advertise and get this in front of more people, monetarily wise. So do those things. If you want to listen to me strictly on audio, you don't want to watch the video, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Audible, Overcast, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Anchor.fm. I'm still working on Pandora. They're taking their sweet little time, but once we get accepted on there, we will definitely update this screen with that information. Thank you to all the supporters out there, all the people that watch, all the people that listen, and to the many groups that I'm in, that my mastermind groups, my Justice Avengers, Tori. Big thank you to Tori. Thank you, Tori. Our Given Purpose, her podcast. Make sure you check that out. Our Given Purpose. And Papa White for his monetary contributions to the show. I thank you. I greatly appreciate your time on the phone that we have had on the phone together talking. Thank you. And thank you again to the listeners and to the viewers. This all helps. It helps. Again, there's the paypal.me/Warriors Collection. Greatly thank you for your support. Folks, I hope this episode does something. I hope this episode motivates the Warriors that are out there struggling and debating, should they go to the VA? Should they get the help? Should they inquire about help? Yes, yes, yes. If you know a Warrior that's struggling with this decision, that's struggling with the idea of not being worthy, grab them and tell them, you are worthy. Go get the help. Let them help. All right? Again, folks, this is the Warriors Vision, the podcast. And I'm your host, Brian Sells, a.k.a. The Warrior. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.